Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, phone is cricket. Hello. I have a different background like every time. Okay, you guys, welcome to our A-Listers Live, coming live from our bedroom, and we get to interview the amazing Meg Williamson. As long as we can get her on here. Yesterday, I had issues. I could not get anybody on here. Meg, I'm sending you an invite right now. Are you ready? I see you. Hello.
Can you? Why am I this way?
If you let me go grab my other phone. We are. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on.
I wonder if I flip it around. Hi guys, you can see my mouth. Hold on, this is trippy.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
If you look, I'm gonna show you. I know it's weird. Are you like this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I gotta close my door for everyone's
Teach me.
You want what?
I said teach me.
Yes, I'm gonna show you. Look, we look beautiful.
Oh,
We're the right
that's
way.
crazy.
I know I have no idea why every single time I do one of these lives it does that.
Okay.
But we look good.
That's fine.
Funny
That's
from your end.
Okay, I'm going to share this, Ashley, real quick. I'm going to go to yours.
Oh man, you guys, this is going to be awesome. So exciting. Okay, so if you guys are new while Meg's doing this, you guys, my name is Ashley Dawes. This is Meg Williamson. You guys, when I first started, from the beginning, from when I started to now, Meg Williamson is always on all of the leaderboards. Okay, she's amazing at sharing. She has a massive customer pod. And I thought, like, who better to come on one of these A-lister lives than Meg? Because this woman is full of education. She loves the products. You guys, being over here in social retail, this is as easy as literally sharing a link. Like, hey, here's the system that I used to drop 5 in 5 days. Here's a link, right? I'm going to get you 25 off or whatever that looks like, okay? So, Meg, I would love to know. Okay, yes. So I got a couple questions for you.
Yes.
I would love to know what led you, like, I don't know a lot about your background. Okay. So it's like, this is going to be the first time for me too. I'm super excited. What led you to social retail? Like, what was your life like before social retail?
Okay. So great question, because I assume people like know me now, and I'm like, I need to go over this all the time. So a little bit of background. I went to school to be a teacher, didn't finish, dropped out. I ended up being with a network marketing company and started sharing products, and like I was getting income from it, and I was like, that's cool. Well, that income was enough to cover what I was making with my full-time job. So I was like, okay, I see a bigger vision in this. And that opened my eyes to this whole, like, you can make money online type thing. Well, I was with the company for 6 years, and it was like up and down, and it was traditional network marketing. It was like doing parties, doing three-way phone calls, doing, I mean, the old school stuff. Like, I can never imagine people coming in my house anymore. Absolutely not. No. No. So anyway, I was with that company for 6 years, but it was starting to go down, like down. And I had never heard of social retail before. However, it kind of, I'm not going to say it fell into my lap, but God brought it into my life at the perfect time. I ended up having to get other jobs because that company was going like this. But I told myself, I want my time freedom, and I want to, work for it. And I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to get a degree. I don't want to get in any more debt. And I was already in $53,000 worth of debt for something that I wasn't going to use.
Yeah.
And I had those jobs, and I also became pregnant at the time. So instead of me being happy and like excited about it, I was freaking out, because I was like, I'm going to have my child, and I might not be able to like see his first, or like I'd have to think about having to, as soon as I have him, go back to work. Like that's not what I want to think about. So I decided, enough was enough, and social retail like entered my life. But it was like, I didn't really understand it because it was so easy.
Yeah.
And so like literally so I was 6 months pregnant, and I had 3 months to really like be intentional with it. Now when I say intentional, I did like my power hour. I was on it, and I didn't spend a lot of time because again, I had other jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually started this at a time that you wouldn't think I would have, because I'm 6 months pregnant. I am, I've got these other jobs. I am like figuring out like the nursery, all of it. Like I started it at the busiest, craziest time in my life.
Yeah.
So, 3 months of being intentional, I was making more than what I was, making with all of the jobs.
Yeah.
Like that spoke
Yeah.
volume. And I was like, great, because this can give me the time that I need with my family. So it was just, the fact that I didn't have to do phone calls, and I don't have to do like, having people over, just not network marketing stuff.
Yeah.
I was just, it kind of fell into my lap, just like it did for you. And then the freaking products, like I lost 90 pounds after having the baby. I'm like, that's cool.
How many pounds?
90.
90 pounds? Holy
It's
cow.
crazy. I know. I'll show you the before and after this.
Oh, I love
Crazy.
that. I love that. So we have like similar stories, because I came from another company I was with for 7.5 years. And while I love the company, I love the products, it was all about recruiting recruiters to recruit. And you had to put people in certain places. And if they were not doing their orders, I was missing out on like $800 a month. I would have to call them every month and be like, hey, are you going to place an order? Because, you're not going to get a paycheck, and neither will I. And they're like, sorry, I can't. So I would have to use my money. I would spend like $800 a month to get a $1,400 check. And I just thought, this is how this is supposed to work. Like, this is what we do. This is what I'm taught to do. You got to fill gaps all the time. And the same thing, social retail, like literally, I had no intentions of even I wasn't even looking. Saw John Mountain, it fell into my lap. Here we are.
Yes.
But crazy. It's the systems, it's the duplication, it's the hero products. Like, it's totally different. And like you said, we don't have to do Zoom meetings.
Right.
You don't have to be like, hey, are you going to place your order this month? Like, you can make a 6-figure income with just sharing a link.
Right.
Here's what I used to lose 90 pounds. Like Meg went, I've lost 30. That's amazing, Meg. Like, everyone should be giving you like a million like high fives and claps. That is like huge.
We literally aged backwards too. It wasn't, I don't know. And like for me, of course, I said I was pregnant. I was taking collagen.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even taking the trim yet. And it was kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's not weird. It's just, why didn't I do this so long ago? It's just crazy.
Totally get it. I didn't even know about it until like I ran into it.
I know. I was like,
so it is like, well, gosh, if I would have done this like 6 years ago. Yeah. No. So, okay. So you're a busy mom. Now, do you still work, or is this your full time?
This is full time.
Okay. So what does your day look like with social retail? I love it, because I talk to some people who like, they've built these massive businesses. They work an hour a day. I will work full time while my kids are gone at school. I'm either creating content, or I'm working on me. Like I'm training right now for a Tough Mudder. So it's like me or content, or I'm sending messages. Like, I'm very intentional with my time as well while my kids are gone. Yes. What does your day look like with social retail?
It has, and let me stop right there, because I did a Tough Mudder 5 years ago. You're going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, it is so much fun. It is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited.
Anyways, before I get up on a tangent. So my days now look different than obviously when I started.
Uh-huh.
So when I started, I knew that I wanted to bring in significant income. Mm-hmm. So I had a DMO that I used that was just an hour a day, and I would fit it in when I can. So I would set an alarm. Actually, let me show you. So this alarm I still use. I'll set it. And when I say intentional, I mean like, so for example, I am, making content for 30 minutes. Cool. I'm only focused on that. And then, I took away, like, now I have more time, but I didn't watch Netflix anymore. I like started looking at my life as like, is this going to matter in 5-10 years? So like now, to tell you the truth, my day is waking up, pouring into myself. Thank God. Like having slow mornings is priceless. Like I have a toddler and I wake up an hour before him so I can have me time. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So set up my day, do my devotional, set up what I want to do, you know, with social retail that day, and set up my content. Then I shut that off, and then I spend an intentional hour with my son. And then I take him to school, and he's gone for the day. So then when he gets dropped off, I again still pour into myself. I go to the gym. I take my supplements. I talk to my team. Like in the morning time, it's more of like pour into myself, but pour into my team first. And then I set an hour aside, give or take, about I'm strictly going to focus on who can I help today and going from there. And honestly, like I said, like, you know, I mean, same for you. What we do now is completely different from when we started. But to have that plan that like, hey, this is what you need to do, you can't, it's like a freaking, like a 10-year-old could follow it. You know what I mean? Like, like you have a whole guide of being like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes, and you just consistently do it over and over and over and over and over and over. It's weird because you would think like, okay, I've been doing this for 4.5 years. Has the DMO changed? No. Like, it hasn't changed at all. And so when I do have more time throughout the day, I will plug into my business because I love it. I am excited to, you know, share the content and do lives, and you don't have to do lives, but and do, you know, talking to people who genuinely want to look good for summer and like you know, want to age backwards. But my focus right now is women who are financially struggling. And I freaking went to the grocery store 2 days ago. I spent $12 on grapes. Who does that? What? So I was like, that's where inflation is right now, but it's going to get worse. And so that, like, it brought me back to like going to the grocery store and then getting my card declined. And so it's more so right now I'm focused on, and I spend more time with business because I love it. But the way that things have been going inflation wise has just been really just eye opening for everything. So, but I don't spend more than 2 hours a day on this. It's, you know, anyone can do it. I have other multiple businesses too. So of course that's my focus, but like when I'm intentional, I think you're the same way. Actually, I know you are. My family gets my time. Like you're leaving tomorrow on a plane. You're going to be away from the family. You're pouring into your business. Like, that's another thing, Ashley. Like I never had like with a job, never had personal development or personal growth. Like a job never gave that.
Man, they need that.
Yeah.
All of them need that. Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man. So I love that. So what I really love too, like when you're like I know you're saying you're more intentional with the business side, which I am as well, right? That's the purpose of these A-listers. We can show people like how you can do this with kids or with full-time jobs or people who have grown their business and what they have done, right? We have it set up so that it's like 90% of the world, 90% of people, they just want to be like, yeah, let me share a link. Like I can do that, right? 10% actually want to recruit and build a team and grow a team and help other people make money. Whereas we are the 100% because we love doing both, and you can do both of that here, right? And it doesn't have the traditional, like you said, the MLM with the in-home parties and even like the compensation plans and different things. And it's totally different, and we got structure. We have ATM systems and tools to lead people to. Like if you're just like you said, if you're brand new, you've never done anything like this before, and someone comes to you and asks you like a random question, like what's the ingredients and blah blah blah. We have tools for everything, right? How do I talk to people about the business? Let me get you the scripts. Let me get you the tool, right? Like we have everything. I love that. Okay. So, knowing what you you know now? Like, I don't know if it was different when you came in, but why specifically did you choose social retail or like specifically now? Like, what would be the difference in like
Yeah.
this maybe compared to something
Yeah.
else? Like, why?
Yeah. So times change, and if I mean everything is centered around our phones and social
Yep.
media, and I mean literally people are on their phones at dinner, and
Yep.
like it's so I see all of these things all the time online, and I'm like, like TikTok shop and Facebook Marketplace and Uber Eats, and I mean all these different, you have to use your phone
Yeah.
in order to, and even marketing, like I have a few other businesses where I have taken their business and shown them how to have an Instagram, shown them how to have a Facebook. It's free marketing. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I knew I didn't want to get back in the parties. I know I didn't want to get back into having three-way phone calls. Like my family comes first and always will. So I needed something that I could not spend a lot of time on, but have the most return. So, whenever I heard, for example, you get 36 to 38% back in commission off of your products, I was like, that's really freaking good.
Paid twice
Most of them are
a day. Yeah.
10%. Like, that's really good. So I'm
Yeah.
like, and it's stuff that I use anyway.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to a movie and I talk about the movie in my stories, am I getting commission off of that? No. So why wouldn't I share about products? Like I literally just went over the 5-day drop in my stories,
Mm-hmm.
and because I'm excited to do that. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't I share
Yeah.
that when I'm gonna share that anyway in
Yeah.
real life? And to tell you the truth, for me, it was just more about getting time freedom back and not slaving away in a job. And
Yep.
don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a job, but now this is gonna, I always share this with people. So average American lives to be about, let's just say, 75 to 80 years old. I am 34 years old right now. So that gives me, I can't math, 75 minus 34, let's give or take 40 something ish years. So you're telling me I have 40 something ish years left with my husband, with my son, with our future kids, with my mom, with my dad. However, you want me to slave away at a job that is taking away my time, come home, give my child 2 hours of exhaustion that I'm not even like giving me. And that's what hit me, because I was like, yeah, I'm building someone else's empire or future, whatever you want to say, where I'm not doing anything about it for myself. So for me, it was more of, I craved time freedom. I craved to have my time at the gym and to not feel rushed and to just get off work and be exhausted and be like, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. Just little things that we take for granted. I was like, I can do that if I get online and share products that I'm
Yeah.
taking. Just so easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. I love it. I love everything about it. The products that we have, the hero products, we have the tools, the leadership, like yeah, I love it all. There was something else. Oh, so I was talking to someone else on one of these A-listers lives, and she was like, so it took me a while to get to the top of the compensation plan, which was like she said 3 years. Right? Three
Yeah.
years to make like 6 figures a
Yeah.
year. If you knew what you were doing
Yeah.
in the next 3 to 5 years, you would be making 6 figures a year. Would it be worth it to you? Okay, so our question. Okay, we got a question for you guys. All of you guys watching. Okay, if we were to share with you a little bit of information that explained a little bit more about what it is that we do, would you watch it? Okay, would you check it out? So if you're like, yes, I have to know more, I have to know what is this, like what's the products, what's going on, okay? If you've been watching and following Meg, you're here because of Meg, you're gonna tag her below and comment yes. Okay, if you've been following me in these A-lister lives, you're gonna tag me below and comment yes. And then if somebody else invited you here to this video, same thing, tag them and comment yes. Okay, and we will get you this information and we can see if this is the perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Meg, you're awesome. Thank you so much for taking your time to come here and share with us. Is there anything else that you would add if someone was like really on the fence on like wanting to check out social retail?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would add that you
Yeah.
would say to them, or what great way to close this out?
Yeah. A few things. Right now is the best time just because, yeah, we got a promotion going on. You can save a lot of money. That's not
Yeah.
what I'm getting at. We're going into summertime, and I want you to envision going into a summer where you can take your kids to go get ice cream, or you can take your kids on a vacation or like a mini vacation, because you've got extra money,
Yes.
or you just want to look freaking good in your bathing suit because you are taking the best products ever. And I've been with other companies. I've tried other products. Like I'm
Yep.
always going to swear by it because I firmly believe it.
Yep.
I'll put my before and after in the comments, Ashley.
Yes, please do. I'm excited to see it.
Same for you.
Okay, I
And
will too.
so for me, it's, if you could hear just, I know we're so, I shared this in my stories a few days ago. We're so drained in this whole, I've got to, live the American dream. And it's not even an American dream anymore. But there's so many ways to make extra streams of income. And there's so many opportunities. But when you are sitting there scrolling on your phone and you see it over and over and over again, here's the thing. If you try it and you don't get anything, you knew that you tried.
Yep.
Like, you had that closure of being like, hey, I tried it, but you will literally never know. And I'm not kidding when I say this. Anyone can, like a 6-year-old can succeed at this.
Yep.
You will never freaking know unless you will always have that in your brain. Like, what if I would have tried? Or what if an emergency comes up and you got to go to the hospital, or you get a flat tire? Like, Americans don't have $500 saved in
Yep.
their savings account. Like, inflation is going up. And I'm not trying to be like, I'm going to scare you, blah, blah, blah. But I'm a realist, and I'm just trying to give you reality, but give you what is it called that's on the cruise ship, the little boat, a lifeboat, what is it called?
Lifesaver?
That
That's
thing. I'm trying to give you a
lifesaver.
It
Right?
works.
I don't know.
Listen, if I can do this, anyone can do this.
There you go.
So just encouragement, and just know that, like, me and Ashley came into this and we knew, like, we started from zero.
Yeah.
Everyone starts from zero, but
Yep.
those who start, and are consistent will succeed.
Consistent. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Me and Ashley are always freaking consistent.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
Yes.
It's fun. So
it is so much
that's
fun.
all
It's great to help
I would
people.
say.
What?
I said that's all I would say to really. It's more of a mindset than anything,
Yeah, for sure, because we have everything in place for anybody brand new to come in here.
Yeah.
Awesome, Meg. I love it. You're so amazing.
So
Thank
are
you so
you.
much for coming on
So
here.
jealous you're going to Dallas. Ah!
I know. We'll meet up at the next event, though, okay?
I have so
Next
much
event.
fun this weekend. Have fun at whenever you do your Tough Mudder. And yeah, just fill me in on what you take in this weekend.
I will. I'll message you. I will.
Okay. All right, girl.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you later,
Ashley.
Meg. Bye, everyone.
Bye, girl.